I'm still on vacation, and the A's are still fishing for a new home, whether that be Las Vegas in 2028, the Coliseum 2025 through 2027, or now Sacramento. Where is their temporary home going to be? Their lease expires at the end of this season. We all know that. So I hear a lot of people on social media right now a bit worried that today is going to be the day where something is decided. Where will the new temporary home of the A's be for the next 3 years after this season? And the answer is, I don't think that's happening today. What's happening today? We do know this, because I did break all the terms of the meeting. Today, the A's in Alameda County are meeting with the city of Oakland. I hear tomorrow they will be meeting with Sacramento. What we do know about these meeting terms is the A's want to have a temporary home for at least 3 years. The city of Oakland is offering them 5 years with an opt-out at 3. They're looking for around $97 million. That would come down to $19.4 million a year if they stayed for the full term of 5 years. They also want exclusivity on expansion to lineup owners, which they do have. I'm telling you right now, there are a lot of owners out there. Or they want the name and colors to stay in Oakland, or they want to set up a sale and just get this thing over with. We already know all that, but let's talk quickly about Sacramento. What Sacramento's doing right now, I think that Kings owner Vivek Ranadive believes in his heart is the right thing. I think he thinks he can bring Major League Baseball to Sacramento. I think that he believes if he shows in those 3 years that Major League Baseball works in Sac, he can get an expansion team, or maybe Las Vegas flops. Sources close to the thinking of Vivek Ranadive tell me that this thing is all done with the best of intentions on his end. This is what he really believes. The problem in his belief is that even in driving down the negotiating leverage in Oakland by presenting Sacramento as an option, all that does is pave the road straight to Las Vegas. Driving down the price in Oakland means Fisher's getting an easy path to Vegas. Granting him amnesty in Sacramento, although you think you might be able to grab Major League Baseball and keep hold of it while it's there, all that's doing is giving John Fisher a path to Las Vegas. And of course, all of this is contingent on NBC Sports California not taking the bait. If they don't rework that TV deal in Sacramento, there's no way they can go there. And I think one of the most important factors to consider in all of this is the A's have a team, a front office, a bunch of employees. They don't want to have to uproot them from Oakland to Sacramento, only to then uproot them again from Sacramento to Las Vegas. There's a human factor in all of this, and it's really hard to ask your employees to go 90 miles one way and back just to drop people off at school or just to do your job. It's too much. It's too much uncertainty for everybody involved. So I think it's clear everybody involved would just prefer to stay in a major league park in Oakland. It makes everything much easier. One thing I keep hearing is that the A's want a shorter term deal. Maybe 2 years, play their third year in Vegas when they have everything set up and ready to go ahead of their opening of the ballpark. But I think it's smart that the city is presenting this as a 3 to 5 year plan because the A's will need a backup if things don't go right. Let's be honest, guys. 2028 is 4 years from now. If everything goes absolutely perfect, that's when the ballpark will be open. That assumes no delays, no financial trouble, no issues at all with construction. And there's always cost overruns and other issues that happen. Best case scenario for the A's, 2028, 4 years from now. And what happens if there's delays? At this point in time, making it as hard as possible for John Fisher to keep the Oakland A's is really the only way that this thing ever gets figured out. Unless Major League Baseball does actually concede that Northern California does deserve to keep Major League Baseball one way or another, Oakland or Sacramento. If they can promise that up front, then sure, make a deal. That's what Oakland's trying to do, but I'm not entirely sure that's what Sacramento's trying to do. They're being opportunistic at this point in time. And that's really to the detriment of everybody. Because driving down one price only assures that it's easier for Vegas to happen. What I think everybody needs is either John Fisher to fail and sell the team or to agree to support Major League Baseball in the Bay Area. What if he comes out and says, hey, Oakland deserves a major league team. It didn't work for us. We're going to Vegas, but let's make sure this happens. Signs on, extends the lease. Oakland and Major League Baseball work to get owners lined up for expansion. That's the true path to salvation. Everybody wins there. But can it happen? I don't know. It's a heck of a lot harder for that to happen when Sacramento is taking away your leverage. It's classic parallel plan nonsense. What did the A's do? They played Oakland against Vegas. Then they played Oakland against Sacramento. Then Sacramento against Salt Lake City. It's all they ever do. It's transparent. You can see right through it, so don't fall for it. Anyways, these meetings are happening today, and then probably tomorrow in Sac, and then there's a whole other lever here, which is what happens with AASEG and their rights to buy the land from John Fisher to get control of the Oakland Coliseum site. Way too much at play right now. I'll keep you posted when I hear anything about what took place in these meetings. Don't forget to like and subscribe.